his family for the rest of their lives. And we've made the biggest fight in history. So 128 million people would disagree with you that it wasn't something amazing.
How's Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
I don't know. Like, I get excited when, I don't know why. I get excited when I talk about Canelo like I used to get excited about Pacquiao.
Really?
You know, I used to get so excited. Like, man, I'm going to be able to fight Pacquiao.
Piers Morgan didn't just host an interview, he issued a challenge cloaked in truth. In his explosive sit-down with both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, Morgan made his stance crystal clear: if Canelo isn't worried about Crawford, he absolutely should be. He praised Crawford's lightning-fast hand speed, surgical accuracy, and knockout power that has proven lethal time and time again. Morgan insisted these weren't hyperbolic statements, they were undisputed facts. He warned that if Canelo dares to underestimate Crawford's ability to dismantle strategies and land punishing, clean blows, not even his feigned chin or high-level ring IQ might be enough to protect him.
Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he wins. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make.
During the intense back and forth, Morgan didn't let up, drilling into both fighters' motivations, preparation styles, and mental readiness as they build toward a potential super middleweight unification bout. Canelo remained calm and focused, emphasizing his tireless work ethic and the unwavering strength of his support team. He acknowledged Crawford's rare combination of speed, agility, and defensive sharpness, admitting this was a different kind of test, one that wasn't about raw power alone. Crawford, composed yet assertive, gave respect to Canelo's knockout strength and legendary resume, but made it crystal clear he wouldn't be rattled. Confident in his range control, timing, and dismantling tactics, Crawford left no doubts when he stared forward and said, "You're going to sleep."
Kill me with your bare hands?
Okay. I'll choke you
Look how
out.
quickly you both said yes.
That's
true. Wow, you both went yeah. like you want to right now.
You want me to lie you?
Wow.
No.
Both of you like, bang, bang, yeah, right now.
For sure.
I mean, you could, right?
Definitely.
You could kill me with just...
Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you kill me out of interest?
Just one punch.
Really?
Yeah. Because, let me tell you why. Because you don't used to getting here, so...
You've no idea about my fight record.
Oh, well, I don't know, but
I grew up with two brothers, trust me.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 60.
You're going to sleep. He said I'm 60. You're going to sleep.
I've sparred with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, sparred.
There's a video.
We talk about bare knuckles, you're going to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at the relish you both say that.
Morgan turned up the pressure, asking direct, almost provocative questions about fear, pressure, and vulnerabilities, specifically pushing whether Canelo, known for enduring wars, should truly fear Crawford's strategic brilliance. As tension rose, Morgan even suggested that in this scenario, Canelo might not be the favorite. Alvarez stayed stoic, unshaken by the implication. Crawford, however, used the moment as a platform for mind games, leaning in and subtly revealing that there's more psychological warfare in his approach than most realize, layers that might not show up on fight tape, but will certainly show up in the ring.
Come fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter, and our intentions is going to be pure, but at the same time, it's not going to be friendly, So I think you can be, cordial in building a fight up.
I mean, I'm impressed that you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Professionals, we've been doing this
No,
for a long
I
time.
get it, but I also know there's a reality.
Crawford gave a bold prediction, saying he'd give himself a 70% chance of victory, not arrogance, but elite self-belief from someone who has visualized success countless times. Canelo acknowledged that assessment, stating Crawford's odds are fair, about 30%, but reminded everyone that in boxing, even a 1% edge can be all that matters. The exchange revealed how both men think far beyond brute force. This is mental warfare. Crawford sees the scale already tipping his way. Canelo, the veteran, is determined to prove that no amount of confidence can shake his champion's poise. This is more than a clash for titles, this is legacy versus legacy, where psychological dominance may determine the victor.
And deteriorate, in camp. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always have respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Crawford dismissed any talk of being undersized in the matchup. He quickly pointed out that he and Canelo are the same height, 5 feet 8 inches, and even emphasized his superior reach. He's a heavy dude, but not a big guy, Crawford said. My arms are longer than his. For him, the real difference isn't height, but weight class history. Crawford steadily moved up from lightweight to light middleweight, while Canelo has fluctuated all the way to light heavyweight. Crawford insists the myth of a size gap is just that, a myth.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6, if you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out in anything.
While Canelo once seemed uninterested in the Crawford fight, he's recently softened that stance. He now says he's open to the matchup if it makes sense financially and adds to his legacy. As a 4-division world champion and the reigning undisputed super middleweight king, Canelo has already conquered a who's who of boxing's elite. Known for his devastating body punches, slick defense, and ring adaptability, he's one of the most decorated fighters of this era. That resume, he says, speaks for itself, but he's still listening when opportunity knocks.
Floyd Mayweather at what? Were you 23?
23.
That's so young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I tried to beat him because if you beat him, you wanna be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience. He's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow.
Boxing legend Juan Manuel Marquez isn't sold on the fight. He voiced serious doubts about Crawford making the jump to 168 pounds, citing his flat performance against Israil Madrimov at 154. Marquez said Crawford looked sluggish and lacked the punch power we're used to seeing. He warned that adding 2 more divisions might drain more than it gives. "I don't like the fight," Marquez stated. He looked slow, no power. For Marquez, weight classes exist for a reason, and Crawford may be stepping too far outside his natural limits.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean? You know?
Right. Weight classes.
You know what?
Right.
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes for And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power, and 3 more divisions. 2 more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination of punches. But I think the weight class is no good for him.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right, Crawford, pound for pound, number 1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
At the New York press conference, Crawford brought all the swagger. When Canelo suggested using a smaller ring to limit Crawford's mobility, Crawford shot back, "The only running I'm doing is upside your head," even taking a jab at Canelo's famously large head. He then dropped the line that changed the energy of the room, "I'm hunting everything he's got." This wasn't empty trash talk, it was a psychological move from a fighter locked in and looking to dominate from the opening bell. Canelo's resume remains terrifying: 63 wins, only 2 losses and 2 draws, with 39 knockouts, and titles across 4 weight classes. He became the first undisputed super middleweight champion in 2021 after beating Caleb Plant.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind.
Now 34 years old, Alvarez is still a nightmare matchup, combining strength, balance, and elite ring IQ. His recent win over William Skull in May 2025 via unanimous decision reinforced his place among the sport's finest. But while younger challengers rise, Canelo's timing and mental sharpness keep him ahead. Legendary trainer Bill Haney recently aligned himself with Team Crawford, showing public support for the Omaha native. For someone so entrenched in the sport to throw his weight behind Crawford sends a loud message: real ones in boxing believe Crawford is the guy to take Canelo down.
Well,
For everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split. At the seams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He just signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants, pick one.
Fighter Edgar Berlanga also weighed in on the debate. He acknowledged Canelo's natural size advantage but emphasized that boxing is more than body mass. Crawford is already a legend, Berlanga said, pointing to his timing, defense, and adaptability as key edges. Berlanga argued that while Canelo's size matters, he doesn't dominate in technique. He believes Crawford's sharp movement and high fight IQ make him the more complete boxer. From Berlanga's viewpoint, size is just one element and Crawford brings everything else.
Good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo reportedly called this matchup easy money and joked about a payday reaching $150 million. That massive number proves one thing: this fight is blockbuster territory. But Crawford fired back, stating critics who question his weight jump forget Canelo did the same and lost. Meanwhile, Crawford moved up and kept winning. Confident in his skills and adaptability, Crawford dismissed the doubters. "If I've proven I can win up here, why are you still questioning me?" he asked. His belief in his ability to perform at 168 is unshakable.
The crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that, Canelo.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. offered a balanced view. He said the fight is Canelo's to lose, but if Canelo slips, Crawford could easily take control. According to Jones, everything hinges on Canelo executing perfectly. If he's off even slightly, Crawford's timing and adaptability could swing the fight his way. Jones also advised Crawford to fully maximize the weight limit to gain strength and endurance. For Jones, this isn't just a super fight, it's a chess match, and one slip could change everything.
But in September, that's obviously a massive weight discrepancy. What do you think of that fight and the weight discrepancy between it?
Well, the weight won't be the factor. The factor will be how Canelo chooses to make the fight. If Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
But with Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring. If Crawford is allowed to control the center, he'll win.
Another last one from myself. Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev rematch. How do you see that one going?
Yeah, I'm prepared. I think it's going to be another great fight, another epic fight. I'm thinking Artur going to be more Artur this time, which it could be good for him or it could be bad for him, because when you go for the kill on B-Ball, it gives B-Ball a chance to hit those counters. But when you don't go for the kill on him, you give him a chance to edge the fight out like I thought he did the first time.
So who wins? Canelo's relentless aggression and experience, or Crawford's slick, cerebral game plan? That's the question boxing fans everywhere are debating. Drop your thoughts in the comments. This could be one of the greatest stylistic matchups in boxing history.